takes the Duncan side.
Let's talk about the hidden details in episode 4. The biggest reveal of this episode is Prince Baelor. Yes, Prince Baelor is part of the Trial of 7. Earlier stills already showed him wearing armour, and many viewers guessed he would fight on Dunk's side. Episode 4 finally confirms it. The episode opens with Dunk locked inside a cell in a tower. Egg tells Dunk that Dyron shaved his head so he could avoid the tourney, and then hid himself at an inn. Notice Egg's posture in this scene. He stands straight, properly dressed and composed. This represents royal discipline and self-respect. Dunk, on the other hand, sits on the ground. Egg then sits on the ground as, well, his sitting symbolises humility, kindness, honour and righteousness. These two traits within Egg, royal etiquette and moral goodness, do not conflict. They exist together, shaping the king. Aegon V is destined to become. Next, we move to Baelor's study. Baelor reprimanded Egg, but Dunk immediately defends him. Baelor then explains how Aerion and Daeron deliberately provoked Maekar against Dunk. Baelor advises Dunk to demand a trial by combat in front of the small council. It's the only way he can survive. Dunk reminded Baelor of what's meaning of being a true knight, that he defended the innocent, which Baelor is going to do the same. I'm next seen during the council meeting. Aerion ruins their plan. Instead, Aerion demands a trial of 7, invoking Daeron's name. Aerion knows he cannot defeat Dunk in a fair one-on-one fight, so he creates a trap. Daeron had accused Dunk of being a false knight and a robber. Because of this accusation, both the accused and the accuser have the legal right to demand a trial of 7. Dunk has already asked for trial by combat, and Baelor cannot deny Aerion's right to invoke the 7. Maekar is clearly displeased. He tells Aerion that if he wants this trial, he should fight his own battle. After leaving the castle, Dunk meets Raymond. Dunk's horses are still tied to a tree nearby. Raymond takes Dunk to his tent and brings the horses along. Stefan Fossaway is already there. A little later, Egg arrives. Just before Egg enters, the sound of horses is heard, possibly because Thunder recognises him. Dyron arrives with Egg. This is the moment Dyron finally admits his guilt. Egg brings Daeron to Dunk to warn him and to prove that everything he said earlier was true. Stefan assures Dunk that he will bring more knights and claims he will fight on Dunk's side for glory, though his words feel uncertain.
The dragon was dead.
Dyron then takes Dunk outside and tells him about his dream. Dyron is a dragon dreamer, like Darnis the Dreamer and Helaena Targaryen before him. He describes seeing a massive dragon, so large it covers an entire meadow, lying dead on top of Dunk. Yet Dunk is still alive. Dyron explains that dragons may be gone, but they still exist. The dead dragon does not represent a real dragon. It represents a Targaryen. The dragon's enormous size symbolises great authority and power. Someone powerful will fall, and Dunk will survive it. Throughout the episode, Dunk is constantly reminded that he is still a hedge knight. He doesn't even own a shield. When Dunk visits the armourer, the man asks for only 1 copper coin. He does this because Dunk is fighting on behalf of people like him, the poor and forgotten. At the arena, the tournament barriers are removed. In a normal tourney, barriers divide fighters. Here the field is completely open. Anyone can face anyone. Waiting in the arena are Lynell Baratheon, Humphrey Harding, Humphrey Beesbury, and Robin Riesling. Robin Riesling previously fought Dunk and now chooses justice over pride. Humphrey Harding's debt remains unpaid, so Humphrey Beesbury fights on his behalf. Stefan Fossaway later reveals that he plans to fight for Aerion, having been promised a lordship. Raymond urges Dunk to knight him so he can fight at his side. Dunk hesitates. He's still trying to prove to himself that he is worthy. The horn blows. Time is up. Lynell Baratheon knights Raymond instead. Dunk is still 1 knight short. He appeals to the High Lords, but Otto Bracken mocks him. No one answers Dunk's call. No one steps forward, except Prince Baelor.
This man attacked my son.
This man protected the innocent.